Our freedom is no longer in the hands of the creator of the whole universe. Our freedom is no longer in the hand of the God of our ancestors. Our freedom is no longer in the hands of our ancestors. It now depends on you, on how you strategize and fight hard to make sure you bring it to physical manifestation. Grant blessing to each and every one of you, all the star seed and the light workers, all the patriots all over the world. I bring you good tidings from our ancient father. I bring you good tidings from our ancient mother. My next prayer today to you is that you are totally well in all your ways. Our fathers have unanimously fought in the spirit rings to make sure the key to our success, to make sure the key to our lives is being collected and be headed by our fathers today. But we also, the children, there is a sense where we must have to work in unity if we must get the physical manifestations of our freedom. That's why it was scripted in the book of Amos 3:3. He said, can two work together except they agree? The agreement within us, for those of us that said, some are claimed freedom fighters and some are claimed spiritualists. The unity within us is not enough. How will you deliberately be having BB for somebody that was also called the same way you were called? In the book of Matthew 22 verse 14, he said, many are called, few are chosen. If you know I'm called by God, you are supposed to respect my office. If I also know you are called by God, I have to also respect your office. That was why today so many frequencies, so many energy, so many consciousness have been hijacked. A lot of people are no longer working for the freedom, for liberation, for humanity. They are now working even for the opposition. That's why we are seeing where we are today. A time came in the province of Habakkuk. The people told Habakkuk, when are we going to be getting our freedom? In Habakkuk 2 verse 2. And God, Habakkuk cried to God. He said, our people are complaining. When is this freedom going to come to manifestation? Then God told Habakkuk, he said, tell them this. Write the vision and make it plain. He said, whoever that read it will run with it. It is hard time we begin to write out our supplications. Are we really in the line of the kind of freedom we are fighting for? A lot of us today, we don't even know whether there is anything wrong in our society. We are still counting it as normal. Things are getting weird every day by day. Look at the West, how cooperated they are. They have fight their freedom. They are already in their golden age. Look at Edo State. We are now seeing a blood-daylight armed robbery. We are supposed to be a matter of outgrown this by now. Do you know why? There is no unity. Obaseki were given a mandate. Liberate my people. Obaseki piled up himself with charlatans and misguided elements who does not understand the vision. That was why they later came back doing what our father warned them from the West not to do. This was how we found ourselves here today. How we go to get our liberation? You that spiritual persons, you are supposed to also look for laxman like you. Let's create allies. Without allies, you go nowhere. The West, we are supposed to be more closer to them because why they have the military man. We are the spiritualists, for example. Our father have fought all fights. Even the Westerners today, our father were the one that fought the globalists spiritually to make sure they gave them their freedom. Recently, yesterday, Donald Trump talked about his ancestors. How many of these are aliens who even believe on their ancestors? They believe on the founding fathers of America. Go and look at 1776 of the Republic. That's what they are bringing out today. Now, we don't even have a specific mandate that we are demanding for. Everything we feel we've done before, everything we are reversed. Why was it reversed? Because a lot of our people, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Now, until we get this thing clear, the way it was scripted in the book of that Jeremiah 3 verse 15, he said, I will send you a pastor according to my heart that will teach you with knowledge and understanding. You have your office as a spiritual being. I am an advocate. You are supposed to support me. Then at the time I preach the word, it will be established in the heart of the people. You have your own department. Now you are a spiritualist. You also want to start administrating physically. How is that possible? How is that possible? These are areas where there are misconceptions today. Most of people, we are playing overlapping. I'm the masterpiece of the gods. Even without you giving me information, I got my information through frequency. No person today will come. Newton, this thing you said the other time, the prophecy you gave that came to pass, I was the one that gave you prophecy. Ejection issue, I know it myself. It was not a revelation from any deities. It was a revelation from the God of our ancestors. That's why anything I carry and reach like, please, what am I trying to explain here is this. Now, if you look at the recent, the UN General Assembly that was held yesterday, being 23 of September 2025, you know, there was something Donald Trump said that interested the global world. Then he talked about the Green Deal, which is the climate accord. He talked about it about 219, 218. He preached about a lot of people did not believe. If I tell you today, climate change is dead on arrival, you can't continue it. Also look at what he said day before yesterday, even before the UN meeting that was held in New York yesterday. He condemns this medication called Telenol. Automatically he's talking about paracetamol, that pregnant women shouldn't be taking it. Now, how many African leaders are you seeing today, apart from Ibrahim Traore, who have sued? And it was the activism of Mazuna Kanu that most Nigerians today, you were happy when he was apprehended, as if Biafra liberation does not concern you. Let's wait and see who's right at the end of the day. Until we get this thing right, that when we go one, we go all. Until we get this thing right, there are some persons that God has sent among us to start the liberation. We can't get it right. Go and look at Edo State today. Edo State automatically become the capital city of den of criminals. Do not see criminal aliens, blood daylight. Now, what are these people doing about it? What is the proactive measure? It is still the West that we are waiting for to liberate us. Biafra, we are having army. How many of you even know Biafra, we are having army? But you know that Ibrahim Traore, we are having army. Because why? The Burkinabe, the good one, the spiritualists in Burkinabe, they choose to stand in one accord. As it was scripted in the book of Psalm 133, he said, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to do it together in unity. Uniform is no unity. We are talking about the unity of the mind. The unity that this is my brother that they are buying, this is my sister they are buying. This must have to change. Anytime we see a leader, I've been a leader of Pure Blood, for example. How many of you supported? Recently again, we are trying to bring out a medication on how we are going to start curing our people or detoxing their system from the V-digestion they want to. Then we allowed Okpewolo again and the government to give the same thing to our people. Are we really normal as a people? The least people that will ever get freedom in this world is the black aliens. Because we are not ready. We don't know how to celebrate our poses. Instead of us to compliment each other, we complain of each other. Your anointing might be bigger than my own. That's why I celebrate everybody. I appreciate you for the little you are doing. But how many of you today, if not jealousy, we say, this man really tried. You don't even know what's in view. You don't know what's coming. All you know about that dream you have dreamt. Now, who is going to bring that same thing you are doing spiritually? Who is going to bring it to physical manifestation? That's why everybody have his own department. Everybody have his own calling. Your own calling is different from my own. Do your own effectively. I will also do my own effectively. He said, how good and how pleasant it is. For brethren, that is the people with the same ideology, the people with the same suffering, the people whose life are been trampled upon, for them to dwell together in unity. Look at Amos 3, say, can two work together except they agree? If we must work together and excel in whatever thing we are doing, whether we are bringing freedom to our people, there must be first of all unity amongst ourselves. Our freedom has been released many years ago. But who are those people to bring it to physical manifestation? If by now the West, they are still attacking your spirit, you are an animal. A lot of our people today who were born at the initial stage, they are not demons. They are not demons. I can say this one categorically. If you want me to mention them, I will mention them. They are not demons. They cannot even control their emotions. Sentiment everywhere. I will be the one to do it, or can only one person do it? In this very struggle, Donald Trump have his own private army. He still have allies. There are part of Major General in Spain. They combined the army to Donald Trump own. Also is in France, all countries. But each country still have their own army. So let me believe in you for the now. For the good ones that are good, who are ready to cause a positive change, may God give you the strength. For those ones who believe in division, may God deliver you. He said.